I knew there was something about that last post that I didn't like. Jesus Christ. It was on gaming instead of news and politics. People would be like, what type of game is this? I'd like to know how to play this. I'd like to know how to get involved. And it wasn't even about gaming in the first place. It was about me just talking about politics, as usual. Because obviously people need to talk about more of these things in order for us to have a better country. So anyone that tells you that they don't care about politics, that's an individual that doesn't care about they don't care about moving up in life. They don't care about moving up in life. They're just someone that settles. We don't have time for ordinary people. We have time for only the extraordinary. Ain't no way you had me torching kids in blackout on a Sunday school. Oh boy. Oh man. That's oh my. Oh. Oh boy. Okay, so that's off the topic of the video, but look, boy. I'm gonna need you to fix that chair, my guy. Oh shit. I had no idea what that was, my dude. Oh man, it looked like he was sitting on a couple of pencils with an eraser attached to that joint, boy. Why your chair look like that? Oh, I hope that ain't your gaming chair. Sometimes they be comfortable, sometimes they're not. Most of the times they're not, honest, because they don't have that much support. But Jesus Christ, dude. Yikes. Alright, man. I'm gonna let y'all know something right quick before I get into this, man. I'm gonna let y'all know the Democratic Party has not changed. Anytime somebody want to say the Democratic Party has changed, there's a party switch. They're not racist anymore. No, they're still the same racist people. And I don't even like the conversation of racism because racism actually doesn't exist. If anything, if I would want to say this, I would say this is a party of people that were prejudiced and still are prejudiced, but are more toward the support of blacks that support them. And if they don't support anything that is liberal based, you are always going to be hit with the label of Uncle Tom Coons sellout, bootlicker, even though it's weird for you to even be called this if you're not supporting their white corporate pro-establishment interests. Even if you are even someone that is of support of the Republican Party, you gotta understand there are some establishment members of the Republican Party who have been exposed none other than by Donald Trump or anybody else who has been working alongside them. And obviously, you got to know what they do in order for you to expose the corruption. You can't just say, oh, you were working alongside them anyway. You're just as corrupt. Dude, I had to in order for me to know this. But not a lot of people understand that. It's a shame I got to get into that detail because it's now in this era where it consists of a bunch of freaking adults as old as they are. You would think their understanding and intellectual prowess would be at an all-time high, only to find out it really isn't. The older you get, you think the wiser you become. They don't get any wise at all. They actually get more stupid. They get more docile. As you can see, the shape of people even has been an all-time decline. You know, they are bloated. They are all out of shape. They have given up on life. They've given up on everything. And they got a nerve to try to tell you how to live life better. How to live life better by the likes of who? Who's telling me to do this? You surely couldn't be your bloated belly. I look like I swallowed a construction barrel body having ass. It couldn't be surely you. Surely couldn't be the likes of you who have decided to sacrifice your masculinity to embrace femininity and become a homosexual because it's too hard to become a man. It surely couldn't be you. I hope we're not having that type of conversation. But this is coming from a group who have done all of those things. They like to project how suspect you are if you represent something that they don't represent. They like to question your sexuality. They like to question your intellect. They like to question your cognitive ability. Even though these people have been like, they can't even get on here and acapella a talking point. They can't formulate a sentence to save their life. They get on here and they start stuttering a lot. Listen to this cat XQC and bruh. I want to watch this dude's streams, but this man is jittery. He's way too damn jittery for me. I don't know if he's beta or not. All I know is that, dude, you got something that's going on with you. I'm going to need for you to go get you some help, my boy. There's a lot of folks that need help. This Destiny cat, who he decided to have a conversation with Jesse Lee Peterson, got absolutely destroyed. Every point that he brought up, you got destroyed. I'm sorry, my guy. And you dress yourselves up and have all forms of multicolored hair and all that shit. You're unlocking your inner femininity, and you make men look like an absolute disgusting disgrace or an absolute fool. You got other countries looking at our men like, what the hell's wrong with y'all, bro? Why y'all so bugged out of your mind? You're doing some things we're expecting your women to do, not you. And that's the reason why y'all motherfuckers stay away from places like Dubai, where they can get to see you doing all types of unsightly, unmasculine things, and won't chop your damn head off and put you to death or put you to execution by firing squad or by throwing rocks all over you. I don't know what the hell's going on with this party, but this party seems to they like to project everything that they are currently doing on the individual that shows them, and shows everyone else what they're doing currently right now. Like, you can catch, it doesn't matter, any name of any liberal engaging into pedophilia. Guess who they're going to call that's a pedophile? Someone else that has nothing to do with a child. It's always projection with them. They project so damn much you can call them the AMV. Because that projection is real, bro. However, scrolling down, I'm going to look for them right quick. They are Diamond and Silk, and I'm going to go to one post. I might go to a couple posts, if anything. I might go to a couple posts. So if I could find them, it would be nice. But unfortunately, there's a lot of people who are posting things. Looks like Democrats and Rhino Rats are doing everything they can to deliberately change America's way of living to poverty-stricken. I mean, based off of our economy, I like to say, yeah, I agree strongly. I strongly agree. Now, they said, congratulations, Kari Lake of Arizona. So I take it that Kari Lake has won her race to become governor. Let's see. They're not called yet. A win is a win. I don't know why the hell they still want this to keep going on. They typically don't jinx this. Go have a donut and coffee and let them call the race first. I mean, the race was already called, especially on November 3rd, back whenever the Trump v. Biden thing was happening, and it was still being counted months later, which was stupid. I don't know why the hell they just kept doing this shit. Y'all are a clown show scrambling to catch Trump's nuts. Okay. Let's say, for example, they are a clown show. Why the hell are you on their profile? Sound like a dick rider to me, if you ask me. What the hell do you Where do you come across following someone that you don't like? That's some weird shit. I find you as being borderline obsessed, and people need to stop doing that. Look at you dick riding while actually dick riding. Look at these two losers sucking on it. Get it? While actually dick riding. Ain't that some shit? Like I said before, they love to project. Let me go ahead and tell you what you're doing, even though I'm doing this right now on your account. You didn't follow me. I'm following you, though. Look at these two losers sucking on it. Get it? Look at you dick riding, and you're actually dick riding. And these women don't have dicks. They have clits. There you go. Here you go. Man, this dude probably wished that those clits were dicks, don't he? Don't he? Hey, hood rats. It's bad enough we have to see you, so shut the fuck up. Aubrey with a bunch of emojis in her name. Now, I'm assuming that this is either a child, and if not a child, this is some old-ass woman who's trying to be relevant by saying shit to people she normally wouldn't say shit to in real time to see what will happen in real time if it were ever to get to that point. You'd actually get your ass knocked the fuck out talking to these women and saying that they are hood rats. You know they ain't what you gonna do in real time, bro. That's not something that you're about. I don't even know why would you even come to the account and say some shit so that you normally wouldn't even approach them with. Oh, wait a minute. Is that a hood rat that you're posting? Let's see what the hood rat has to say. Because you said it's bad enough we have to see you, so you don't like two hood rats that you are addressing to be hood rats. But you posted a hood rat. What does this hood rat have to say? Plies, let me hear what you got to say, dog.
Quick, this for anybody who hang with me, around me, some kin to me, work with me. It don't matter. Let me explain something to you. If you do fuck shit, I'm gonna tell you it was fuck shit.
And you pinned a tweet sharing the tweet of a hood rat. This is my motivation. A hood rat is your motivation while you have a problem with a hood rat. Ain't that some shit? And you say you don't want to see hood rats. It's bad enough we gotta see you. You will see me post things that pertain to mental illness in football. Yeah, I guess. I see the reason why you are mentally ill. And actually, I do see the mentally ill issues here then regarding you. I do see that you're mentally ill. Hey, wait a minute. Is that another hood rat that you have posted up here as a meme? Which is Tyler Perry and the Medea costume. Another hood rat. Gotta love it, dog. Gotta love it. And they always post their blatant hatred for Trump all over their profile. They don't have an actual image themselves. They talk a lot of shit to black independents and conservatives while calling whites that are just like them racist. Whenever they are the actual racists and they're the rejects that nobody accepts. That's the reason why they can come online and say shit to people, because it's more convenient to do this. It's easier to do this whenever you're online. There's a hashtag cancel Netflix that's trending on entertainment in here in the section of Twitter, huh? That's interesting. That's real interesting. But let's go ahead and move on down to what I have found the most problematic. Because in case you guys thought that the Democratic Party has changed, they haven't. They have not. Looks like losers, and this is coming from a PK Shark girl, okay, whatever the fuck your name. Losers like bad black women out of their lane. Money dries up like you dark vagina. Firstly, you type way too many damn spaces between words. Carrie Lake keeps calling Trump looking for 37,780 ballots from an account by the name of Hoodlum. Why did this individual say this in a post? Boone even responded, "You can kiss your mother with that mouth." I mean, we already are aware of these rejects just mating with their parents and procreating with their parents. They don't need to do any more than that. But I'm sure they're already still doing it. I mean, they know plenty about incestuous behavior since, after all, they are the party of it. Let's be real, they are the exact party of it. Ever since blacks have become more democratic, blacks have even gotten into the routine of mating with their offspring and cousins and brothers and whatnot. They come out of that whenever they get out that party. Ain't it weird that whenever a black man or woman wake up, they're no longer a Democrat? Or the older they get, the more taxes they pay, they're no longer a Democrat? That shit funny, huh? But enough about that and more on this. Losers like bad black women out of their lane. Money dries up like you dark vagina. Why the hell would you have to point out their vagina as you are another woman? I'm going to need for you to repent from homosexuality. You disgusting demon harlot heathen. The hell is wrong with you? You had to point out their vaginas being dark. Something about their vaginas being dark has an issue with you, little white liberal woman. She's so damn petite. I don't even know if this is the real person, but if that's actually you, and look at this, Antifa bunny. Stand up for Ukraine. No one needs a shark fin but a shark resistance. Are you afraid of shark? You apparently got a shark fetish, but whatever the case. But if that's you, you surely don't want to pick a fight with those type of women, bruh. Those women will annihilate you. You know damn well you shouldn't have any place being on their accounts, harassing the hell out of them, saying what you're saying about them. All right, babe, don't work too hard. Demi Lovato explained why she's adopted she/her pronouns again. Lord have mercy. Is anyone going to at least admit the fact that we got a bunch of people that are mentally ill in this country that have not been getting the treatment they need? Folks in the entertainment industry and running for office or are currently running in office. You need help, bruh. You need help. You shouldn't even be let loose in public until you go get that help. We need those insane asylums again. And force these people into them asylums. And don't let them out. In any instance, if you even let someone out that is remotely, bothersome in their mental state, I find you as a domestic terroristic threat. Because you let them out. And you already knew there was something wrong with them. There's no further domestic terrorist than someone who is mentally ill and refuse to go get the assistance. Because if you don't get that assistance, whatever happens to you after the fact, whenever you didn't go get help, you deserve every bit of it. That means if you mess with someone, this is what these folks do. Like the account I pointed out as to what they were saying. You mess with someone like that, and it always starts with one individual being highly irate, calling names, and obviously showing their racism. But I don't believe in racism. I believe in prejudice, and racism just as a concept that it just doesn't exist. Let's just be real. It doesn't exist. But this party is only showing the colors that they've always had. And that color was, I'm going to use what the white liberals say, white nationalism. Because after all, that's exactly what they are. Notice they don't care about you. Well, they actually do. It's really a weird paradigm. I would like to say they don't care about you if you're supporting another party. But they're still here on your account trying to talk shit about you and your skin color and all that shit. So they actually do care about you, but they want you supporting their interests. And if you don't support their interests, oh, their inner racism always comes out, bro. It always comes out. These are deeply racist, hateful individuals. They cannot stand you. They never could stand you. They only tolerate you only for your votes. Had it been left up to the Democratic Party, they will make sure to eradicate and erase and kill every black woman or child. Man, woman, or child. I don't know why I left man out of that, but excuse me for that. I don't mean to leave you brothers out. Brotherhood, unite. Anyway. Had it been left up to them, they would kill every black man, woman, or child. And that's what they're attempting to do anyway. With the what is that? Planned Parenthood. They put it, make sure to have it, any of these facilities near as many urban neighborhoods as possible. It was even in their agenda to kill preferred black children. There was a video where someone was doing the interview and it was talking to one of the, I guess, the representatives of the company of Planned Parenthood. Said preferred they would rather kill a black child, a black infant, or anything like that. Now, they want the advocation to kill as many black children as possible. Need I go anywhere further? So yes, Democrats want the eradication. They want the absolute destruction of the nuclear family of blacks. They want everything that's black related. They want you dead. They just want you dead. They want you dead so much so, I'll even say this. They want you dead so much so that they are willing to put guns in the neighborhoods of a people that are mentally ill, like a lot of blacks are. Yo, that was actually pretty dope. I like that. Well, hold on. He made it look like that he was doing a spinning jump kick.
Set it up.
It then turned into a right hook haymaker.
What a shot. As if we didn't know already, he is the real deal. This could be...
Oh boy, you got rocked. You got rocked, boy. But they are willing to put firearms into the communities of the people who are mentally ill. Hell, especially if you take the father out the home and you advocate that you don't need a man anyway. You can live without a man. You can go ahead and take benefits from us as much as you want to. Go ahead and have these handouts, government handouts, Social Security, welfare, Section 8 and all that. These black women are still living off of these benefits. But guess what the majority of them are? Anti-men. They are misandric as fuck. Pardon my French, and I don't even know why I need to have my French pardoned. Kids, if anything, you shouldn't even be on this stream here. I'm not for kids. So, as an adult, I don't need to censor my damn self. But they are incredibly misandric. Now, what they are going to do, they also are like paper tigers. They typically talk a lot of shit to black men while they can't do shit to black men. As opposed to the, you know, the case where there were two set of twins that were responsible for shooting and killing their own father and whatnot. The exclusion with cases like those, they're paper tigers. They mostly talk a lot of shit to black men that they know they obviously can't. They can't do anything to these men. But they already know that if these men ever retaliated and attacked them in return for the attacks on them, what's going to happen is that their white daddy, white liberal, pro-hatred, and pro-black abortionist people are going to come to their benefit, or are going to come to their aid. And they're going to seek every way to persecute that black man. Say this again, and I'm going to make it incredibly short and clear. It's okay for black woman to attack black man he attacks back, he gets persecuted. White liberal comes to white liberal comes to her aid, she gets benefit. That black man does not even get a time of day. He doesn't even see the light of day. He gets locked up. Nobody even remembers who this man even is, except his family, assuming if his family cares enough. A lot of cases where your family don't really give a damn. Your family give more of a they care more about the women in the family, but they don't care any more of the men. Why every time you got cases where you got a black man thrown in jail, whenever you contact a female member of his family, guess what's going to happen? He's going to get ignored. He's going to get ignored. It's not never going to get someone to help bail this man out. That is, unless if the woman ain't fucking him. That's the only case that will ever get represented. Or if you got a woman that is okay with the crimes of an obvious actual criminal. The only time that they will actually get any form of attention. Other than that, you won't get it. You just won't get it. You also got a bunch of these broken English speaking blacks that have lived in this world way longer than I have. And I don't like how if I say the wrong word, they won't know what the hell I mean, and because they don't know what I mean, they will then subject themselves to wanting to fight me. It's usually someone that's horrendously overweight or horrendously underweight, and I'm an athletic build, so if you threaten me and you're underweight, I'm going to look at you like, dude, I will pour water on you and kill you. I will waterboard your ass. All I need to do is just turn on the faucet and sprinkle a little water on your end. Stop threatening to do any form of physical combat to me, dude. At least get your weight up, but stop, dude. Stop. I'm all okay with street fights and whatnot. But whenever it gets to threats to whenever you want to take my life and say all this out of line, out of pocket shit, nigga, I'll fuck you up and all that. I'm like, dude, well, first of all, since you saying that, let me go ahead and tell you this, bro. I'm an owner of firearms, and I don't take threats lightly. One or all of them firearms will be used on you if you ever were to approach me in any threat. I'm not even going to argue with you. We're two grown-ass men. We already know what happens when two grown men fight, where it turns into something violent. I'm not one to just fist fight you. Unless I'm getting paid to do this shit. Unless I'm getting paid to do it, we ain't doing it. However, I see all the liberal-minded black men and women, and I know how violent they can turn. It's not very trustworthy to just be scrapping with somebody like that on these streets, in these streets. Because you know what's going to happen is one of them are going to pull out a knife or something and then stab you, and then you're in the hospital, but they can easily get away scotch-free. Is what it is. So in order to stop me from having to suffer under that type of predicament, before it happens, I'm going to let you know what will happen to you. If I see you raise your hands up, and I don't even give a damn if you raise your hands up for a jumping jack, motherfucker, I'll lay your ass out. Put your hands up if you want to. All you're going to hear is click, click. You got within, after, and during that click, click to be out of the premises before I unload fiery fury on that ass. That's all you got as a warning. Say it again. You got within, during, and after you hear the click before I don't see you anymore. You better be Speedy Gonzalez or the Roadrunner, motherfucker. I will lay your ass out. And I don't give a damn who sees me at the time where I did lay your ass out. Did you just kill that man? Yes. Yes, I did. Like, why the hell would you ask me that question? Then they got a nerve to say something like that, you know, whenever they ever see something regarding that. Had the nerve to ask you what you did. Like, that shit is the most outlandish thing that they've ever seen. Don't see what the opposition is. They don't really care. Stupid. But you know, I know how the system is always biased toward the accepting of a degenerate few versus a lawful many. Well, I wouldn't say degenerate few, because a lot of people are degenerate. A lot of people are degenerate. And in their degeneracy, if you don't approve of their degenerate activities or their degenerate lifestyle, I would love to say that there's something wrong with you. Like, for example, if I'm not selling drugs and smacking all types of women, calling them out bitches and all that type of shit, all that I'm not doing, I'm seen as an outcast and a lame. In our community, abuse must be shown in order to show some form of care. They love abuse. They are like, if you guys are familiar with those who are into the concept of BDSM, that makes these people to a T. They love being whipped. That's why they love to say, when I pull out a switch, or if I ever get in trouble with my mom and pull out a switch and beat my ass, I'm going to keep doing the same damn thing. Because, you know, I'm a nigga. You look at this dude like, what the fuck is wrong with you, dude? First of all, you just jokingly made this into like some type of accomplishment, or you're advertising what your mom does to you, and it's fucking abuse. But you know, I guess this is a joke to you too. And it's real though. It's real. They actually make jokes in actual comedy for this. It's definitely real. Not to mention that it also is practiced within my own family. Not so much these days, but you know, it's also being practiced here as well. But yeah, it's bad out here, man. It's bad. But not to go too far off the topic. Democrats have always been racist. I don't know who the hell would believe otherwise if you heard them say they're no longer racist and there was a party switch. They have always been that way, bruh. Always been that way. And if you believe them, you deserve exactly what you get. So people who have all voted for the Democratic Party, I never voted for a Democrat in my life. I say that proudly, dude. Even whenever it was me kind of somewhat rooting for them to a certain degree, when have I ever voted for them? If I was even in the age, I still haven't voted for them. I haven't even voted for a single individual until they show me their work and show me if they are capable of even doing their job. That's the reason why Trump earned my vote. I needed to see what Trump was capable of. Before voting for an individual, they should make it so that you can test to see what works that they are actually capable of doing first, before you can give them any form of support. I like that idea. Let's see what all that they make a push for, that they represent, and see if they are actually able to do their job. Should have done that with Biden. But instead of doing that with an individual like Biden, you end up having an individual that had more than enough ample time to not only represent the American people and also come to their support and stop making things worse. You gotta put up with 4 years of this dude constant. Like, he's doing bad in everything, dude. He's doing bad in everything. And he said, and I quote, "If you don't know if you want to support me or Biden, you ain't black." What he's also saying to you in that instant is that I'm going to speak plainly. There's no such thing as an intelligent black. So you have to vote for him. I hope that didn't go over a lot of people's heads. There's no such thing as an actual intelligent, upstanding, critical thinking black individual. So therefore, you have to vote for him. Because he's a dumbass. You would be too uppity if you voted for another candidate that was better than him. And remember, it's like how I said it earlier. Not in this video, but I said it in another one. If you guys would, you could go ahead and go and check out my content that I've made in the past. Other than the gaming and stuff, I also talk about politics, like what I'm talking about right now. Is either Trump is lying that he actually did get beaten in the 2020 election and people actually voted for the destruction of their country and their votes no longer are valid after they have voted for the destruction of their country. It could either be that or Trump is telling the truth, and I want to see mass prosecutions happening across the board to the Democratic Party. It's either one of those two things. Worst case scenario is it's neither of these things. And people voted for whatever they seen that was appealing to them. But one party fabricated their votes. Worst case scenario is not only I would like to see the prosecution of Democrats, I like to see mass prosecution of never Trump rhino Republicans as well. Ballot harvesting, forging signatures all across the board is a no-no. I don't care if it's done by either candidate. But I like to see mass prosecutions happening across the board on both parties, had this been the case. The 2,000 mules thing, what it shows is that there were a lot of ballot harvesting and there were a lot of mass forged signatures, and there were also other countries being responsible for the aiding of Democrats and their representation and their rise in power in the American government. They even have Chinese handlers. Even as we speak, Joe Biden has a CCP handler. Walks with him everywhere he goes. So does Mark Zuckerberg. He has a wife. CCP handler. I did a whole cover on this, but I forgot where that shit is, and I don't want to have to go back into the archive and cover everybody else who has a freaking CCP handler. YouTube, to a degree, also supports the CCP too. They're even censoring people from even talking about the CCP, which already let you know who their benefit is for. Trying to post woke narratives and pro-Marxist narratives to force people to accept. Which nobody accepts. People keep giving dislikes all across the board every time they have any of these things posted. I mean, the dislike bar be longer than a lightsaber. You would think I'm a Sith. How many dislikes and how big those red bars are. You would think I'm a Sith Lord. Jesus Christ. Also, never listen to anybody who is white trying to tell you about it's a big party and you ain't in it. It's bullshit and it's bad for you. People, they'll still think that they're included and they want the illusion of inclusion. They genuinely care for us. Yes, they do. We're going to go ahead and cast our votes for these people because we think that they are genuinely careful, that they genuinely care for me. You go ahead and believe that. But I'm going to go ahead and stop the stream. It's been nice talking about this and showing you guys the obvious hypocrisy in regarding the Democratic Party and showing you the obvious racism that they don't like to, well, they do like to display their obvious racism. This is like, come on, dude. Why do I need to point this shit out? You should already know that this is the same group that created the KKK. Now all of a sudden it's the same group that also created BLM. So which one is it? I know which one it is. I'm going to end this, and I'm going to be back. I'm going to play some Smite. If not some Smite, I'll probably get down on some Lost Ark, because I finally got my Lost Ark back working. And it's about to be fun whenever I get back into this game, so it's time for me to go ahead and play this. Other than that, let me go ahead and cut the stream short, and I'll see you in a minute. What in the name of the Heavenly Father just happened? What just happened? Yo, what? Hold on, dog. Did my stream just stop and start again? Short. Wait a minute. Let me see what happened here. Let me see what happened here. Content. Dude, I am salty as shit. YouTube really botched my channel. I gotta see the analytics after I'm done. Because it says it only got like, what, 2 minutes of my recording? What do you mean?